Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for September. I hope everybody is having a great day. I hope you're doing fine. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Just leave the rest for someone else. Always make sure you're not forcing yourself into a reading that's not for you or even a portion of that. Now, Pisces, we're going to start with your current energy, and then we're going to look at the month of September week by week all the way up to the end of September. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? What would you like Pisces to know for September? All right, so Pisces, you have the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you could be releasing a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do see the sense of you releasing, letting go, becoming very honest with yourself and others here. Looks like there was some honest communication about that as well. Show me the past for Pisces, recent past. All right, in the recent past, Five of Wands reversed. You had conflict with this person, it looks like. Now, this could be in your job. This could be in your love life. It's not really telling me at this point exactly where this is. But there was some sort of a conflict that brought about changes. And I do feel like that conflict is over. I do feel like you've communicated with this person. You've let it go. You're not holding grudges. You're just like, yeah, this is done. It's over. Why is all this happening? Well, the Four of Wands. You could have been married to this person or be married to this person. But there's a reason for celebration that is coming into your energy. So some sort of conflict here has been resolved, and it was resolved through very honest communication. You're releasing and letting something go, whether it's the grudge, whether it's this person. You're just letting all this energy go. And it's because the Four of Wands, that's stability. That's a reason for celebration. Possibly even marriage is coming in. And it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. It could be a solid relationship coming in. Or you may be resolving issues with this person so that you can have a solid relationship with them. We'll clarify it, of course, because there's so many of you that it's going to have different meanings for different people. Let's see what's on your mind. Eight of Cups in the reverse. You're backtracking, or you're thinking about backtracking on something. Yeah, you may feel like something that you walked away from, you know, that you need to go back towards that. Or somebody who walked away from you could have come back into your energy as well. But there's something about backtracking energy. Show me September for Pisces. The Six of Cups. So some of you may have somebody from your past coming back into your energy. For others of you, you have the return of a soulmate, and it could lead to marriage. Let me see how you're showing up. I'm also seeing somebody bringing flowers to someone, which is very sweet. That's a very sweet energy. I do have to say, Pisces, that after all the changes is when we have this six coming in. And I feel like there's some sort of changes that are happening because you've gotten very clear, very honest with yourself, and you're letting go of something here. As a result, you've got this very sweet energy coming in here. So let me see how you're showing up. Six of Cups is one of my favorite cards. It's a soulmate card, but it's also just a sweet energy. It can be read as the past, but it also is, you know, just soulmate energy. And if it's somebody from the past, it could even be a past life connection. Show me how Pisces is showing up. Oh, you're hopeful. The Star. You've done a lot of healing. You're balancing out your emotions, and you're very hopeful. Show me the energy coming towards Pisces. Ooh, King of Pentacles. You've got a King of Pentacles coming towards you. This is somebody who could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, but this is somebody very stable. They do well financially, and it looks as if they're very solid, and they may be offering you commitment, especially with this Four of Wands here. Show me Spirit's advice. Show me Spirit's advice. I also do like that King of Pentacles energy. It's a very stable, very, it's a very good energy. Spirit's saying there's going to be success here. You've got success coming towards you, success and recognition. Let me see the outcome at the end of the month for Pisces. Show me the outcome at the end of September for Pisces. Yeah, the Devil in reverse. I love this reading for you, Pisces. This is very nice energy. Some of you could be reconciling with someone from your past, coming back together, but it's clean, clear energy. It's no longer toxic. Others of you, you've got a soulmate that's coming in here. And I feel like you're stepping out of toxic energy. You're very hopeful. You've done a lot of healing. And Spirit is saying this is going to be very successful. It's the energy of somebody who's really worked on themselves a lot. They've healed a lot. And without the toxic energy present that may have been in your energy in the past. Bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. This is underlying energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. But this is, as an underlying energy, it's taking initiative. It's doing. It's also an energy of passion. So let's clarify your reading, because I love this reading for you. Spirit, why is the King of Swords here for Pisces? All right, so we have the Seven of Swords. You may have been lying to yourself about something. Yeah. Or somebody could have been lying to you. I do feel like there's somebody here that you are releasing, you're letting go. It could be a situation, but there was definitely some deception involved with this. Why is the Four of Coins in reverse? Why is the Four of Coins in reverse for Pisces' current energy? All right, we have the Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, you're still healing. You're healing, and I feel like there's been a lack of stability that has been in your life, either because of this King of Swords or because of possibly not being honest with yourself. But yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of changes that came about, but they came about through conflict. They could have come about through deceit. And here's the thing, is that lack of stability is going to release. It's going to move away. This, as you bring in the healing, as you release all this energy of deception, as you get very honest with yourself, this is when the stability is coming in. You've got three fours lined up in a row. But the reason all this is happening is because the stability is coming in, whereas the lack of stability was tied to this previous situation. Why is the Five of Wands in reverse? Yeah, somebody was in their ego. Somebody was in their ego, possibly even narcissistic energy. There definitely was conflict. We've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And I feel like this conflict at times could, and it looks like it's multiple conflicts. There could have just been an energy of repeated conflict with somebody. But I definitely feel like that's ending. It's ending because you're getting honest. You're getting clear. There's been some clear, honest communication. And I see that you took the initiative to do this. Why is this Four of Wands here? Very curious about that. Why is the Four of Wands here? The Moon. Cancerian energy. But I feel like, and some people also will read this as Gemini. On occasion I do, but I don't really pick up any Gemini energy here. So what I'm seeing here with the Four of Wands and the Moon, I feel like it's unknown to you. It's gonna, there's a commitment, it looks like, that's trying to come through, and that's why this reading. But it's not shown to you. It'll be a surprise to you. Yeah, that stability is going to sneak up on you. There's something to do with a possibility of a commitment that could be sneaking up on you. Or it could also be that the status is unknown. So let me see why this Eight of Cups is in reverse. That's kind of... Okay, so this could have something to do with work. You might be returning to another work situation, or you could be thinking about going back to a work situation. It doesn't have to be. I do think, though, that, and it could be somebody tried to come back into your energy, or you may have tried to go back into theirs, and you're just looking at the details of all of that. You're reviewing. It's the energy of putting in, you know, time thinking about it. What happened here? What really went on here? If somebody tried to return to your energy, I feel like you were willing to work at that, but at the same time, I feel like you would have expected this person to also put in the work. Yeah, I do see you working very hard right now. I feel like you're putting a lot of effort in, you know, into thoughtfulness with regard to your work. And I'm also seeing that you're reviewing, I see somebody reviewing like mental notes from previous employments. I don't know if you have a different position or a different job. I don't know. But I see somebody reviewing mental notes from previous situations or positions. All right, so let's look at September. Show me September for Pisces. Show me September for Pisces. Oh, there you go. All right. You have the Two of Cups. You have the Three of Swords. You have the Knight of Wands reversed. Four of Cups reversed. King of Cups. The Empress, I like that. Justice reversed. Two of Pentacles. King of Wands in the reverse. Now, your underlying energy, it's in the upright. And then we have the Six of Swords. So, I do see you going into the month of September. It's a very sweet energy. It's either a return of somebody from your past, or it's possibly a soulmate here. Strong soulmate energy. I do see somebody reaching out to you in the first week. However, there's a sense of heartbreak with that. So this could be, you may even have two soulmates here for some of you. But I do see that there's some sense of heartbreak when somebody reaches out to you. It could be a third party energy, especially with this King of Pentacles here. It could be a third party, or it could just be that it's when this person reaches out, it's going to be very heartbreaking in some manner. Because this is an on and off type of situation, or this could be somebody who has been a bit of a player. I do feel like you really don't want to talk to this person at this time. This is somebody that it's a missed opportunity, even though you love this person very much. Yeah, for some of you, this was a divine partner, but this divine partner did not take the right actions, and you feel very offended by this person, so I feel like you'd be moving on. Now, in the second week, I do feel like there's love coming in your life. You've got this King of Cups here. You're definitely in a receiving mode. You're not chasing after anyone. I do feel like you're processing a loss of this missed opportunity from someone from your past, which would make a lot of sense why you have this Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah. So somebody is going to return. It does look like somebody from your past, but you have other people in your energy as well. I feel like you don't even want to talk to this person because this person just creates heartbreak when you talk to them. This is somebody who is entrenched in past patterns, and this was a missed opportunity, and you're realizing it. So, and it's in stark contrast to another energy that I'm seeing here with the King of Cups. Around the middle of the month, you're receiving a lot of love. You are. There is somebody here that, with this King of Cups energy, they're very affectionate, very strong, very kind, and very loving. And I feel like you're just enjoying that. I see you enjoying that. And it's such a stark contrast to what you've experienced here in the past. Yeah. I do see you manifesting around the middle of the month, and I feel like a lot of good things are coming to you. You look like you're very prosperous. You definitely know your value and your self-worth, especially with regard to emotions and love. So I do feel like you are in some manner partnered with somebody around the middle of the month. There could be a legal issue in the 3rd week, but I feel like it will balance out. It doesn't have to be legal. This could also be a sense of wrongdoing. There's a sense of being wronged, a sense of feeling as if somebody has treated you unjustly around the 3rd week, but it will balance out. It will balance out. So just know that this person could be a Libra, a Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. In the 4th week, I find that you're really balancing yourself out quite a bit, and I feel like you're moving forward. You're moving out of sense of injustice, moving away from that. I feel like, you know, sometimes you kind of hold back, especially if you feel wronged. There's a sense of possibly holding back, not taking action. But I feel like you're trying to balance it out. Like, when do I take action? When do I not take action? You know, you're trying to make good choices is what I'm seeing here at the end of the month. But I see you moving forward, and I don't feel like you're moving forward by yourself. In this particular deck, the 6 of Swords, this individual's moving forward, but moving forward with someone or with family. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're moving forward here by the end of the month and finding a lot of balance in your life as well. So let me see. I do get the sense that there is somebody that you may have considered a divine partner, because we see the twin flame symbol. We see the Empress here. I feel like this would be somebody who you felt was a twin flame, and I feel like this person didn't act. They didn't act at least appropriately. There was an injustice done through a lack of action is what I'm seeing, but you're moving away from that. And I feel like you are in some manner enjoying the company of another soulmate. And this could really develop into something, but it's yet to be seen. So let me see. Show me how Pisces is showing up. Yeah, and there's the Emperor. Yeah, there's the Emperor in reverse. So somebody here is dealing with a twin flame or divine connection. But I feel like it hasn't gone well. Queen of Cups reversed. Queen of Wands reversed. And the Emperor reversed. So there's a karmic lesson in this for you, Pisces. I do feel like you're healing. There's a sense here of you kind of closing your heart off a little bit. So be careful with that. I feel like you may be feeling like you're not quite on the same page with this King of Cups here. So you might be noticing some problems, some differences here. This would also explain to me why the moon is coming up over this commitment here. You may not be sure if this is something that you want to go into. So you could just be feeling this out. I do feel like your balance is more important to you than anything else. And I also feel like with regard to this Emperor here, or possibly a deep soulmate connection or a twin flame, I feel like you will not be taking any action towards this person because you feel that they are absolutely and totally out of control. I do see that there was a lot of passion in that connection, but you're questioning whether or not it's a karmic connection. I don't think it's a karmic connection. I do think that it is a deep soulmate connection, but you're definitely not on the same page. And there's a little bit of your energy that's saying, you know what, I've done all this healing, but I don't feel like I'm on the same page with anybody. So this is why I see you kind of going back and forth in your head here at the end of the month. Yeah. So let me see this energy coming towards you. Why is the King of Pentacles here for Pisces? All right, we have the Magician, Gemini energy. We have the Four of Coins, and we have the Nine of Swords reversed. So I can definitely tell you that somebody from your past is going to be returning to you. This person is somebody who is holding on to your energy. In the past, you were also holding on to their energy. With this Four of Pentacles, at this point, you're releasing and letting them go. This is somebody who may appear to be unconcerned, unbothered, unworried, but that is absolutely not the case because they're holding on to you. They may appear to be very, very defensive. This is somebody that's manifesting you, though. There's almost a sense of they feel that they how do I word this? They feel possessive of you, but they can be a little bit manipulative as well. So I'm also seeing another energy that's approaching you. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who is very stable financially. They could be a father. They're very good with their money. This is somebody who will be very guarded, though, even though they won't appear like it. And this is also somebody who has manifested you. All right, so let's see Spirit's advice, because we see success here, and I like that for you. Show me Spirit's advice. Look at that. That Four of Wands came back up again. Judgment came up in the reverse. The Chariot is in reverse, and the Nine of Coins. Basically, Spirit is saying you're going to have success no matter what you do. I see this energy with regard to commitment, that you're not sure if it's what you want. You're not sure if this is your person, if you're on the same page. So there's this energy of not quite knowing, so you don't really act on it. Spirit's saying, you know what? If that's not the one for you, you're still going to have success. There's success coming for you regardless. With regard to the reconciliation, the energy that's here, Spirit is saying that that's not going to be moving forward. It could be because of distance, or it could be because somebody has emotionally not moved forward. There's stuck energy with regard to that. It is showing me a very single and very independent energy. It also shows me that you're going to have success with money this month. Your spiritual connection is definitely strong. And basically, Spirit is saying you're going to have success regardless. Now, there is indications that this person from the past that will lead to some stuck energy. But it's also showing me that you're not quite sure if you want to be involved with this new person either. So it's really going to be your choice here. But Spirit's saying you've got success coming regardless. And I think it's because of all the healing you've done. All right, let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Pisces at the end of the month. All right, we have the Ten of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands reversed. So, yeah, you're coming out of this toxic energy, and it's because there is a new person here. There's somebody new in your life, and, you know, you're coming out of all this toxic energy of unhappiness, feeling dissatisfied, feeling like you can't trust people, feeling like, you know, there's so many problems here. And even though you're trying to overcome all of these things, it's difficult for you to do. And a lot of that's because of a lack of trust based upon past experiences. So all of this toxic energy, you're coming out of it, but it's related to a new person. Now, what I'm going to tell you about that, Pisces, is make sure you're coming out of that energy because of you. Because of you're single and strong and independent, and you're addressing your issues, you're healing. Make sure you're not hooking that onto or hinging that onto any other person, because that would not be healthy. But I don't see that happening. I see you enjoying that. And look at this. The bottom of the deck is the Devil in reverse again. So really strong energy of you coming out of this energy of just, you know, toxic stuff. And I feel like there's somebody new in your energy. They could really possibly be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, but I feel like this is somebody who is not toxic, and you're going to be enjoying that relationship. You may not want to go deeper into where it's going to go. You may be questioning if you're actually a good partner, if you're on the same page. But ultimately, it looks like this person is, you know, relatively healthy, and it's gonna actually help to propel you forward. And Spirit saying it looks very successful. So I like this energy. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Pisces. We'll see if there's any further advice for you. Number 41, that condenses to a 5, and 5s are generally about changes. It says threefold protection. Wow, that's amazing. So you're definitely very protected. Let me read this for you. Give me just a second. All right, it says, when this card comes to you, there's no mistaking the energy around you right now. There's a strong force of protection with you with 3 times the power of other forms. And this protection will take place over a threefold period of time. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. There are 3 situations in which you will be cared for, where unexpected angels will turn up, and what could have been harmful will fall away, bringing no menace at all. Wow, that's amazing. So 3 situations, Pisces. And I bet if you think about it in your head, you can name every one of them. These beings about you who are protective may seem gentle and even delicate in their form, but have no doubt that they wield powerful energy. Just as this mermaid with her trident guards the realms of the kitsune and all who dwell within, your own boundaries and borders will be protected. You will no longer let those who seek only to make use of what it is that you can do for them. There will be a cessation of the unkind talk that rises from within, and emotionally, in time, you will begin to feel more and more content, with a calm and centered self that no longer is tempted to fall into the pain of the past. You will have allies come to you, small kindnesses will be done that reassure you, and you will know exactly where you need to go and where you need to avoid. Rising up before you now is this mermaid, her oceanic energy strong, her senses alive with vigilance, and her whole being focused on your safety. She stands as the guardian of the seas of the Kitsune realm, and likewise, you too will be protected. Feel the strength about you now and step forward into your life, feeling this trifold safety all around you. That's amazing. I love that card. I mean, you guys have had the best reading of anybody that I've read for the monthlies. So you've got 3 situations that you're being protected in. All right. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you've resonated with this, Pisces, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you are loved, and namaste.